and welcome back to my channel. My name is Helen and it's Wednesday evening and I'm currently editing my last food diary and I'm like, oh, I'm so proud of myself for not going to get a bagel for breakfast. And guess what I did today? I got 2 bagels for breakfast. Literally one day good, one day bad. But anyway, I have not eaten great today. It's like 6:20. I'm editing a video, drinking a smoothie, and then I'm going to go to the gym. Yes. So, to be honest, I almost did not make it. It took me a couple of hours to edit my video, so I didn't get to the gym until just gone 8 o'clock. And yeah, I was so proud of myself though. I just got on the stepper, put some music on, I just did one song, got right into the rhythm of it, and then moved on to my first exercise, which was the hip abduction machine. So I use this as an activation as well. I did the rep ranges 20, 15, 12, and then 10. And your sets of 20 and 15 are light, but you focus on squeezing, and then your 12 and your 10 are heavier. You go heavier with every single set, in fact, but those heavier sets are then more for that hypertrophy, so the building muscle rep range. So in between each set of hip abductions, I did a bodyweight squat with a leg lift. 20 of them, that number stayed the same. That was 20 in between every single set of hip abductions. And on those, I was trying not to rush. They burn, oh my god. So yeah, trying not to rush and trying to lift the leg from the glutes or from the abductors, the outside of the hip. So yeah, that killed. And then I've said this in videos before, but on the hip abduction machine, trying not to swing, trying to open your legs by squeezing your glutes and hitting an end range and contracting as hard as you can when you get there. So that's 4 sets in total: 20, 15, 12, 10 on hip abduction with ascending weight, and then 20 squat leg lifts in between each one. The next set of exercises starts with a glute bridge or a hip thrust, whatever you want to call it, with a barbell. I was really annoyed because this was a 15-kilo barbell and I didn't realise till the end. Anywho, so this is the exercise that you're going to do 20, 15, 12 and 10 of, and then you are going to follow that with some kind of deadlift. I used the Tyre just because that was what was there and it was 60 kilos, so I got a nice like short range but a lot of glute activation. I was really focusing on it. And then the third exercise of this Triset is a bodyweight reverse lunge to a step up, or a Brazilian step up if you like. For the glute bridge, you want to focus on pushing down into your heels as hard as you can. Keep your chin tucked in and your rib cage down so that all the extension is from the hips and you get a really big glute squeeze. My weights were 45 for 20, 55 for 15, 65 for 12, and then 70 for 10. And then I did 15 of these like rack pulls, I guess. This is a 60-kilo Tyre, but it is a dead short range, and I was focusing again on putting my weight into my heels, pushing down into the floor hard, making sure that I'm hinging from the hips as I go backwards. And then similarly on your lunge to step up, load on the way down by taking your weight into your heel and pushing your hips backwards, and then on your way up pushing into that heel and really tucking your hips under and squeezing your glutes. From there I moved on to a single leg press. I originally put my foot quite high up, which is where I normally do it because I find it really easy to push into my heel. But then I decided to make it harder for myself and almost more functional by putting the foot in line with my knee and my hip. And I did 4 slow sets of 12 on each side, and I went light. I think I only had 40 kilos on this, and I was really focusing on trying to keep my hips as square as possible, trying to keep my weight driving through my heel and my foot actually very flat and very planted on the plate. You can do these, I suppose, choose a position where you feel it most in your glutes if that is what you're after. Yeah, find the spot that works for you. Think about your knee being over your middle toe, so not over your big toe, which will actually be slightly turned in. You want it to be over your middle toe, so there's an external rotation, a torque from the hip that goes down towards the knee. That is 4 sets of 12. The final set of exercises that I did were on the cable machine, so a combination of kickbacks and side leg raises. The first set was a heavy-ish set of 12. Heavy enough, but make sure it's controlled. You can focus on squeezing at the top. And then I dropped the weight so that I could do the lateral raises. However, my left leg struggled so much, and I had to drop the weight again. I really couldn't keep my hips stable, my hips still, and that is one of the keys to isolate. Make sure the movement's only coming from your glutes. That should be the only part that's moving. So if you're wibbly wobbly all over the place and your hips keep shifting, then your obliques and your legs are doing a lot of work as well. Anyway, so I went even lighter and I tried it kneeling, and it works. It was good. And then did finish off with a set of light leg raises, and then another set of heavy kickbacks to finish, 12 on each side. Again, my left side was just struggling with life. I had to pause like twice in this set, but I had been training for an hour as well, so it could have been that. But yes, so that is the end of my workout. Thank you so much. So I'm home from the gym. That was really good. And it took just under an hour, like 58 minutes. And I didn't stretch though. But try that. That was like going back to basics. And I cannot for the life of me do kickbacks with like a decent amount of weight on. It has to be so light. So I really want to be like, every week I do 3 sets of 12 kickbacks and then like gradually build that weight up. So I actually get that progressive overload with that exercise. But I do just like doing random stuff as well. So, but yeah, I think I need some structure. I'm completely blabbing. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry, there's not much food stuff. I had 2 bagels for breakfast, and then I had a sandwich for lunch, and then a smoothie before I went to the gym. So I've probably, like, that must be 2,000 calories. Yeah, I'm not even going to put it into my fitness pal. I'm going to have some kind of snack or a protein shake. I don't know, I'm hungry. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one, and until then, stay happy and healthy.